This is a big moment in Crossy Road history. For the first time in almost 4 years, new characters were added to Crossy Road Plus. It's the UK and Ireland area. Hipster Whale calls them worlds, but this isn't Super Mario Bros. The United Kingdom and Australia are part of the same world, Earth. And to get ready for this update, I completed all of the decorations in Crossy Road Plus. Look at the happiness. Party in Australia. Anyway, the update notes for version 3.0 say, it's a UK update. There are no new achievements though. There's still only the one. Even Kimono Cats fixed that problem. Let's go, Hipster Whale. So, this is Crossy Road Plus, and here's the message about the update. UK World is here. Unlock 13 new characters and classic landmarks from across the UK in this exciting update. And what's that? The Loch Ness Monster? So the main feature of Crossy Road Plus is this overworld view. Well, it's not Zelda, but it's a fun way to select characters. That's good because the main interface needs work. I think the interface is one of the biggest problems with Crossy Road Plus. Same with the original game too. Ugh, and that stupid mermaid, humming like she was in a horror movie. Whatever, let's unlock those new characters. And here's a perfect example of an interface problem. I have to kill a chicken to get to the prize machine? I didn't see any other way to get here. And the first character is... Bobby. Oi mate, you're wanted for chicken murder. This part is cute though. You can unlock decorations for each area. However, since I'm playing this on an Apple TV, I'm not seeing a way to tap those dotted boxes. What are the decoration objectives? Well, as the saying goes, looks like I'll have to wing it. So this is the standard cop character from the UK area. Wow, this creates so many opportunities to go political. But that's not what Photics TV is about. There are plenty of other places to go for the latest UK drama. So here, I'm just trying to cross the road, while looking for secret characters. He looks like a traffic cop, and yet none of the cars are stopping. It wouldn't be much of a game if they did, but what if not? What if there was a stroll mode in Crossy Road? What if you could just hop around with no risk of death? Would you want to play the game in that mode? I'm not saying all the time, but as a nice break from all of the violence that is Crossy Road. Speaking of violence, this game needs to be ended to unlock another character. It's the tennis player. It's the character that I spent $1 to unlock earlier this year. I could get a whole game with that amount of money. Well, $2 for Kimono Cats. But here, in Apple Arcade Land, the tennis player is just a prize machine character. I think that's what's interesting. Even though the original version of Crossy Road has way more characters, the Plus version does well on the subscription service. It was ranked at number 4 in Apple Arcade on Apple TV when this video was recorded. That was better than Crossy Road Castle. I suppose this could spark a huge conversation about renting games versus buying them, and the effects of ads and in-app purchases on gaming. But let's just unlock the next character. It's Shakespeare. This is an Apple Arcade exclusive. But if you don't have Apple Arcade, you don't have to worry. Hipster Whale stated that these new characters will be coming to the regular Crossy Road game eventually. It's interesting that this is the Shakespeare character, as that's usually a topic for English class. And if you have studied English, you would have learned that words have connotation. Regular Crossy Road. The original game is not regular. That game is a phenomenon. Maybe they used the word regular because phenomenon is hard to say and spell. But anyway, if you like 17th century literature and casually tossing and catching a skull, this character might be a match for you. This is concerning though, as how will Shakespeare enter the main version of the game? Prize machine? Secret character? Or the dreaded in-app purchase? Another possibility is as an event character. Maybe Hipster Whale will celebrate Shakespeare's birthday, which appears to be sometime in April. Although he might have died on his birthday. So, not sure if that's how the character should be released. What do you think? How will Shakespeare be added to the regular game? Oh look, it's an open courtyard. But there's no phone booth. I wonder if that means something. I also wonder if 400 years from now, people will have to study Crossy Road in their physics class. Next character. Fish and chips. And the people celebrated. Oh look, the Leprechaun was unlocked too. It looks like 4-leaf clovers have the same effect in this game. Well, let's start with the food box first. Oh, and it's Nessie. Get him! Ah, I missed. Can you imagine that? Later that night, the fish and chips is at the pub and it's retelling the story of the Loch Ness Monster. It was a dark and stormy night. The sentient box of fish and french fries desperately tries to tell the story, but the crowd is not convinced. It's just too unbelievable, even though they're talking to a box of food.
We don't believe ya, and now we're going to eat ya.
The point is now I have to find Nessie again. That's probably a secret character. But right now, let's switch to the previously unlocked secret character. Oh, a new decoration was unlocked too. So, this is the Leprechaun. It seems like the same experience as the original game. There are rainbows, but I'm not seeing pots of gold. That's interesting though. Where do all the coins come from? Did the Leprechaun lose them? Why is so much money just laying around on the streets, logs, and lily pads of Crossy Road? See if Hipster Whale started a cartoon, that could be one episode. The origin of the coins. Anyway, who's the next character? It's the Highland Cow. The Big Ben decoration was unlocked too. So let's see this cow. It's... well, it's a cow. We've seen those before. There's the regular cow, the Jersey cow, and the motorbike cow. At least the Highland cow is not as noisy as the motorbike cow. It looks like the Highland cow has a hair problem though. You can see the hair flip up as the cow hops through the rows. This is another Apple Arcade exclusive character. What do you think? Is this worth a subscription? It's funny as I like Apple Arcade. It's cheaper than real arcades and it's less than what I used to spend on renting games. And yet I see a lot of negativity surround the subscription service. Will this cow change that perception? Probably not. But it is a decent character. I look forward to it being added to the original game. Maybe they'll add it on International Burger Day. Or is that too mean? There's also Cow Appreciation Day, so maybe that's a nicer way. Next up is... the Fancy Lady. She's the accessibility character. If you're wondering, what's accessibility? Well, someone tell Hipster Whale too. Here, I'll explain. Do you see the train warning lights? Maybe barely, but not really. And that's the point. This level is not designed for people with vision problems. Where's the contrast? Although, even with normal vision, it's tough to see what's going on. So, should that change? Should this Crossy Road character be made more accessible? It would be nice for players to be able to see this level more clearly, but perhaps that's the intention. Is the Fancy Lady designed to be hard to see? That does make the game more difficult. I was able to get rid of the sepia effect by turning on the conserve battery setting, but that was in the original Crossy Road. I couldn't get that to work on the Plus version. And with my Apple TV, conserve battery was not an option in either version of Crossy Road. And I did say I wasn't trying to be political, but where's the fancy gentleman?
This is outrageous. This is preposterous. And this is a lot of other pretentious words. Balderdash.
Perhaps it's because of the next character. The most fancy, the most suave, the most majestic of all British characters. It's James Bond, codenamed Secret Agent. Well, perhaps it's not Bond. Maybe it's Simon Templar from The Saint, or John Steed from The Avengers. The Laser Watch is closer to James Bond though. However, this is a Hipster Whale game, and they do have a sense of humor. So maybe it's a parody. It could be Agent 86 from Get Smart, perhaps Austin Powers, or possibly Johnny English. That's a lot of movies about British spies, or comedies about British spy movies. Anyway, that's the Secret Agent in Crossy Road. It's one of my favorite characters in this version of the game, even if the laser watch doesn't seem to do anything. Next up is the Chimney Sweep. I don't really have a lot to say about this guy. He sweeps chimneys, but I don't see any chimneys around. So maybe he's commuting to his next job. This is Crossy Road though. We know he doesn't make it. At least he fell in the water. That should help to get rid of the ash. Piper is the next character. It raises a big question. Does anyone actually like the sound of bagpipes? Well, it's quite a distinct sound. That's what's played here. It's continuous bagpipes. Endless bagpipes, screeching into infinity. Oh, it's over. Ha, sweet silence. Let's go unlock another one. It's the phone box. Interesting. That explains why the courtyards were empty. A secret character was turned into a prize machine character. That's different in Crossy Road Plus. And like the Piper, the phone box is loaded with lots of annoying sounds. Aren't you going to answer the phone? That works. I was wondering if those red phone boxes were still a thing in the UK. The later use section on Wikipedia was interesting. I thought it was cool how they were being repurposed for... I said answer that phone! The next character is the Royal Guard. I like how he appeared next to the castle. So this is another British icon. If you've played the original game, this character is not much of a surprise. I can hop around a bit, but basically this is it. There are no more prize machine characters. We now know the 13 characters. It looks like Nessie is the last character, so we'll need to find him. Which character is the best to locate Nessie? Let's send in the spy. He's going to need some help from the Americans though. He's catching a ride on an eagle. Ah, the sound of freedom. The idea is to place the secret agent in an area with River Rose. Then just wait until Nessie appears. It's a stakeout. We're doing spy stuff. Cue the dramatic music. Oh, this character doesn't have music. How disappointing. Oh wait, I think I see something. Never mind. It's just the Hipster Whale. Well, I guess we just keep waiting. There's another creature in the water. No, it's just the Hipster Whale again. We're not looking for you. Oh, don't be sad. I waited a long time here, so I'm not sure if Nessie shows up when using the secret agent. That's why I went back to the fish and chips. We saw it happen earlier, so this definitely works. I just need to wait. In this dreary UK weather. Hopefully that food box is waterproof. You could just play the game normally. Nessie should show up eventually. Also, this setup is not ideal. While there are 3 River Rows, they're further away. When Nessie appears, I'll have to navigate through traffic. The speed of the logs is good though. They're fairly slow. So I figured this could work. And it did. There's Nessie. The 13 characters of the UK and Ireland area are rejoicing. So that's the story. While not any one character justifies an Apple Arcade subscription, the 2 Crossy Road events combined were fun. With this new area in Crossy Road Plus and the speedrunning characters in Crossy Road Castle, Apple Arcade has been a little more interesting lately. What do you think about these events? You can let everyone know in the comments. And thanks for watching.